Alright, what up YouTube? Thrift School over here, coming at you with another video. So, I was packaging up my eBay orders, like I do in the morning, right? Now that I'm doing one-day handling times, I'm just packaging up my orders. And as I'm packaging up something in here, you might be able to tell, and you could probably tell from the thumbnail, I was selling some Taco Bell sauces. Now, I don't think this is very profitable anymore. It used to be. I was buying these Taco Bell sauces for about $1 a piece from Walmart. Now my Walmart doesn't carry one of the certain kinds anymore, and that's what we're going to get into. So I was buying them for about $1 a piece, lotting them up in groups of 3 and selling them for 20 bucks. So 3 into 20, it cost me $6 to ship them in a flat rate envelope. So I was in the whole 9, selling for 20. Super easy, create a multiple quantity listing, and you're making a decent amount of money. Now, a lot of people have kind of hopped onto the Taco Bell sauce train, I guess. So the price has completely tanked. So I was getting rid of what I thought were my last 3. Now, Taco Bell makes all different kinds of sauces. They have Diablo, Fire, Hot, Mild. It doesn't really matter. But my store very, very rarely has just the regular old, has the regular old fire sauce in. So they'll have hot and mild all the time, but fire is quite hard to find. So, me being me, not counting my inventory, I just left it up, my last lot. I'm like, okay, cool, I'm waiting for this to sell. I was running a big sale because I need to get rid of them because they have expiration dates on them. These expire in July of this year, so yeah, they've been sitting for quite a while. I need to get rid of them, so I sold them for $12.63. If you do the math, I paid just over $1 each, probably $1.20 each. So I'm in the hole about $3.60. Let's even round that up to $4 after tax and everything like that. And I have to ship it for $6.50. So I'm in the hole $6, $7, $8, $9, $10. So I'm probably breaking even or making $1, right? So it's not worth it. But I was like, cool, this is my very last lot of these freaking sauces. So cool, they're gone. They're taking up no space. Come to find out, I only had 2 fire sauces and 2 hot sauces. And I had a lot of 3 hot sauces up also. I don't know what happened to one of each. Maybe I miscounted them when I listed them. So I also have to take down the hot sauce listing. And probably just keep them for myself. Use them, I guess. They were cheap enough to where whatever. I'm not taking a big loss. So I messaged the buyer. And I said, hey, would you be willing to take 2... actually, I did have 3 hot sauces. This is my last hot sauce. I asked if they were willing to take 2 fire sauces and 2 hot sauce, and they all fit inside here perfectly. I couldn't even fit another one in here if I wanted to. They haven't gotten back to me yet. So, now that I have one-day handling on, you gotta be a little more, I don't know, you gotta be a little quicker pulling the trigger. I should have looked at this last night. They bought it yesterday in the middle of the day-ish. It was close to 5 o'clock. It was probably around 4-ish. So I wasn't going to be able to ship it out same day. So I'd ship it out this morning around, 9 to 10. Come to find out, like I said, I'm short on it. So what do I do? These are pretty much your only options when you run out of inventory or you cannot find an item. Now, you can try to, help the problem. Try to solve it without losing any money. So like, well, technically I'd be losing $1 since I'm giving them 1 extra hot sauce. So basically how I thought of it was I'll keep all the money they sent to me. I don't have to do a refund. I don't have to do anything like that. And I could ship it out. It'll still cost the same for me to ship. Awesome, problem solved. Now, if they only want the fire sauces, that could be an issue. I'd have to ship them 2 sauces, but they still weigh over a pound. So they'd have to go in this same priority mail envelope. It cost me the same amount to ship, and I would be stuck with a couple random bottles here that I couldn't sell singles. They wouldn't be worth it. That's the first idea. The second idea would be just to offer them a partial refund. So let's say you only have 3 available, so you can ship them the 2 and then give them the refund for 1/3 of the cost. Now that wouldn't really help in this situation because of it being on sale and so cheap. You'd end up almost losing money because the shipping cost is still the same. So I'd rather just keep that $12.63 that they paid me, which isn't a lot of money, but this isn't a super huge situation since the price is so low, but this is a situation to where, what if this was happening with a $30 or $40 or $50 item? Yeah, that could really suck. And it's happened to me before in the past, not very often. I try not to do this. It's one of the first, maybe the second time I've ever done this. So it's a pain, right? And then the third option would be to give them a full refund, send them the 2 fire sauces, which I've had people do to me before on eBay, which is awesome. Sometimes they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm short this, or this is missing, but I can send you this for a replacement free of charge, because people are looking for good feedback. Now, you want the good feedback on eBay, so you're willing to kind of go above and beyond for your buyer, right? Because you want that positive feedback. You want to get, what do they give you? I guess positive, neutral, or negative. So you want positive, of course. Everybody wants that. So you could go above and beyond. And for me, going above and beyond was including an extra sauce in there. Technically, 2 extra sauces. Now, I could have said, hey, I'll give you 2 fire and 1 hot. Yeah, but that's not what they ordered. So I said, I'll give you 2 fire and 2 hot. So again, an extra sauce. They get 2 of each. Who knows if they'd be cool with that? I'm going to go right into the comment feed right now, the chat feed. Just shout out some names, then we'll get right back into it. What up, Elon? What up, Elon? 5207, Jesse Burr, DJ Aviv, new to you, CT. Brooke Barone in the house. Good. What's up, Western New York? Seth, SNK Discounts. Mario Yanez, Varga Allen say, hey Jesse, any advice on how I can get more followers? Something that's not obvious, of course. I don't know if this is obvious, but just post content regularly. If you post once or twice a day, you'll start to get some followers. Make sure the content's good, though. You don't want it to be boring. This might be boring to some people, but it's helpful for people who sell on eBay, of course. And that's what my YouTube channel kind of caters, right? It caters people on eBay, it caters people on Amazon, people just selling online. It doesn't always have to do with that. It could be merch by Amazon shirts. It could just be the Craigslist hustle or anything like that. I don't personally do that so much now, but just making money in general. We have Debbie D in NYC saying, yep, it's more stressful keeping up my positive feedback. Yeah, it is a little stressful, especially when you have 1 day handling on your store, because now this has to get out today. It has to. I can't get out tomorrow. So I really have to focus on trying to make sure I have everything out in time, still getting that positive feedback. We have Rick Glasgow in the house and Lubino 1994 saying yo from Slovakia. Very awesome. So let's get back into it. I also want to tell you guys about my sales. Now, I was trying to drum up some sales real quick. Just for fun, I ran a 24-hour sale for 35% off of my old inventory. Not my new inventory. All my new inventory that I listed within the past couple weeks just stayed regular price. Because I'm trying to move out this older stuff. And I don't know why, guys. I have no idea why. I had Tommy Bahama shirts on sale for like $17. They didn't move, but yet they sell very well at $25. I have no idea. 3 things sold on the discount. One was a video game. It was New Super Mario Bros. On the DS. That sold for about $14.50 on sale. Next item was a WWE John Cena plush, one of those little, just a plush guy, Brawlin' Buddy is what they're called. Sold for $12.99. I had it listed in my store for, $20 for about a month now. No takers. Not sure why. I was one of the lowest priced. So I'm not sure why mine wouldn't sell, but it just wouldn't. And sold it for $12.99. It ships first class for about $3.50, so not too bad. I think I paid $1 for it. So I was just happy to get rid of it. It takes up some space. So that's another reason why I like clothing. These bigger plush stuffed animals and these Taco Bell sauces, they take up a lot of hard space on the shelves. When clothing, you could just stack in a bin and leave it, forget about it. They're pushed up against the wall. It's not that big of a deal. Next item I sold was the Taco Bell sauces, which sold on sale. And then the last item I sold wasn't even on sale. It was one of those Greg Norman Nua tags, Donald Trump embroidered. It said Trump National, his golf tournament, or at his golf course, I believe. I think it's called Trump Links. And that sold on best offer for $35. I paid $4 for that. But that wasn't even on sale. I just took a best offer. And then one thing on Amazon Merchant Fulfilled was a book called Overcoming Resistance. I have it right here. I shipped them in eBay bubble mailers. Never had a complaint. I get these for free, so I don't mind shipping my Amazon orders off in an eBay bubble mailer. I don't know. I've never had a complaint, so who knows. And that's it. Now, the sale is still on in my store for about another hour until 10:59 a.m. Doesn't look like I'm going to sell anything else. I have no offers, and I have some really good stuff that's 35% off with best offer on it that I'd just be willing to move, and I'm just not getting anything. I don't know about you guys with your sales, but definitely when you run low on inventory and you got to try and work something out, get discounts, you don't want to do that. You just want the sales to come in. You want to be making the money. But for some reason, it's just not happening right now. Now on FBA yesterday, which is fulfillment by Amazon, I did have, I think, 5 sales for about $160 or $180, somewhere around there. And then I had merch. I had 2 merch by Amazon sales, which only netted me about $9 or $10. So that's okay. And that's pretty much what I made over the past day or two. I don't know exactly when the merch by Amazon sales came through, but they were within the past couple days. We have... Oh, Ridge Hall says, I tried to go to a thrift store the other day, and it's really overwhelming. How do you do it? And then Carol Lynch responds, focus on one thing at a time, Ridge. Don't look at everything in one trip. Learn about it, and next time, another item, for example, shoes one day and jeans the next, etc. That is exactly right. So basically what I would do when you go into a thrift store, if you have your Amazon seller app, let's say you're selling on Amazon. If you have your Amazon seller app on your phone, if you don't know what that is, very, very easy to look up. You just type in Amazon seller in the app store. It'll pop right up, create an account just like you would with Amazon. Start scanning things, seeing what they're actually going for after fees and all that. Go to the CDs, right? Stand there, scan all the new CDs. Done. Now you can't sell DVDs or anything like that on Amazon. I know CDs are also becoming restricted. I don't know if they all are, but it will let you know on the Amazon seller app if it's restricted or not. A big red bold thing will show up and it'll say restricted. Okay, so basically just go there, scan the CDs. Find the ones worth money, throw them in your cart. Easy as that. Now, if you're only doing eBay, focus on clothing, right? It's an easy thing. There's a lot of it in a store. I think you are a guy, so go to the men's clothing. You might know men's clothing better than women's clothing, right? So go to the shirts, the polo shirts, and just look for brands that stick out. I put out videos all the time showing brands and stuff that I sell. And also I have an Instagram account called Thrift School, just like my channel, but I believe it's thrift___school because somebody else stole Thrift School. But if you type in Thrift School, you'll see my beautiful face. You'll be able to follow me on Instagram, and I do show brands that I'm picking up in the store. I do little collages so you guys can see all of the brands that I'm selling, and it definitely helps in that sense where maybe I'll have a Peter Millar. I'm trying to look at my clothes over here. Maybe I'll have a Peter Millar, a Patagonia, maybe I'll have an Arc'teryx and a Brooks Brothers. I don't know. I'm just coming up with brands out of the top of my head. Maybe you didn't know 1 or 2 of those brands. Maybe you don't know Arc'teryx. So if you saw the logo on my Instagram or even on a YouTube video, then you would know, okay, look for this and, you know, what price should I pay for it, things like this. Definitely could help. So just to not be overwhelmed. And then, like Carol said, then maybe look at the ties. Maybe look at the shoes. All different days, or just break it up per section. When I first started, I remember I would just push my cart looking for the things so fast I'd get overwhelmed, like you said, and I'd go and I'd look at mugs, right? And then I'd go and I'd look at the hard goods. I'd look for electronics. I'd look for video games, which are, of course, one of the easiest things to find. We have definitely a slow week so far. A couple decent sales, but that's all. Yeah, it definitely happens. 24-hour sales really work for me, says Tina. Not for me, supposedly. Tina says, tweet them or pin them. You can post 5 items on the eBay Facebook. Really? I did not know that. That's really interesting. Abandoned Exploration and Adventure. Hey, Jesse, do you have any GameCube games to sell? I'll buy them from you on eBay if you do. I actually do not on eBay at the moment. I'm looking around. I don't even think I have any in my backlog. I have a few Wii games, a couple Xbox 360 games, but no GameCube games at the moment. Most of my GameCube games I throw up on Amazon anyways. But thank you for the inquiry. Let's see. We got Rich Hall saying, awesome, thanks. I think that's my problem. I was looking at the entire store instead of one section. Exactly. And once you do have a routine, it does become easy. So once this is how I do it. I walk right into a thrift store. I push my cart over to the glass case, usually, or wherever they keep video games. I'll just do a quick look, see if they have any video games that stand out, and usually that's right next to CDs. So then I'll look at the sealed CDs. I could come back later for the unsealed, but I like to hit up a bunch of things while I'm in there since I kind of know what I'm looking for. So look at the sealed, I'll scan them real quick, nothing too much. So then I'll go around back to the electronics, see if there's any sealed electronics, any good smaller electronics or clocks or cameras, anything, I don't know. Just anything that's worth money. And then from there, I'll kind of move into the board games, of course, depending on what's first. Sometimes electronics is first, sometimes board games and toys is first. So then I'll just hop over to the next one, look for sealed board games, look for sealed toys, or maybe unsealed toys that I could sell as collectible. I know a lot of them are becoming restricted, which is kind of a shame, but, you know, stuffed animals, plush, stuff like that. Then from there, I'll move on into clothing. So I'll kind of move into the shirts. I'll usually do long sleeve dress shirts. Then I'll go into the short sleeve button up shirts. Then I'll move over to polos, and I never really look at t-shirts. I don't buy t-shirts too much to sell. I never look at jeans, mostly because I just don't like selling jeans. I don't know. I've bought a bunch of jeans in the past. Only sold a few. Still have a bunch here that they just don't. I know they move really well for a lot of people. I just don't like doing jeans, so I don't pick up jeans. That's all. Then I'll look at ties and vests and shoes and stuff somewhere towards the end. Now, if I do have a lot of time, then I will start scanning some books, possibly some sealed VHS tapes, and some used CDs. And that's kind of how I'll round it out. And then I'll go up to, and if there's anything behind the counter, I'll ask to look at it. And then I just go to the next one. And that's pretty much how I do it. Every once in a while, depending on the type of store, I will go up and down the aisles, look at the kitchen stuff, because there might be a sealed kitchen appliance that's worth some money. There might be some sort of pan that's worth money, a knife block that's worth money, things like that. But that, a lot of times I actually forget to do that. So there's that. Jesse, what do you hope to be doing in 10 years? Oh man, hope to not be doing eBay, to be honest. I'd rather be running a bigger business than just myself here. I'd like to be making way more money than I'm making right now and running an actual business. Who knows if it's going to be eBay or Amazon? Who knows if it's going to be selling online? I just would like it to be a bigger business. The Bugman says, you sell a lot of Peter Millar brand. Have I had any luck with Phil McRoy? I think somebody else asked me that not too long ago. It might have been you. No, never even heard of Phil McRoy before, but I do very well with Peter Millar. My thrift store is kind of caught on. Trying to find a Peter Millar polo at my thrift stores, they're like $13 now, so I can't get them. So I haven't really picked them up in a little while because the prices are ridiculous. And Peter Millar doesn't do well in everything, guys. If you see Peter Millar dress shirt, you're like, oh yeah, $6, sweet. Hold on, because just the 100% cotton button-up dress shirts do not do as well as the spandex polyester blend stretchy golf shirts. Those do much better than the cotton dress shirts, just so you know. Do I hide when scanning CDs? I do not. I do everything right in the open. I scan everything. I ask to see things in the glass case with the employee right there, and I just go beep, beep, beep. I don't care in a thrift store. At a garage sale or at a church sale, maybe I'll hide a little bit, especially at a tag sale, right? Garage sale. I will definitely hide it. I don't want to put that out there, because then they ask what you're doing and all this stuff. You could say, oh, I'm just sending a picture to my friends or my girlfriend or my mom, wherever. Sending a picture, seeing if they're interested in this, right? You can definitely do that. Most times I try to hide it in those situations, so there's that. Debbie D says, everything on Amazon has become restricted. That's why I stick to eBay. Now, I understand that logic, but I still make the majority of my money on Amazon. A lot of things are getting restricted, but I still sell the majority of my things on Amazon. Plus, I don't have to store it here. And I'm working out of one room here. I have the rest of my house. I have a living room over there, and then a dining room right here, a kitchen, a pantry, and then my bedroom way in the back. And then I have a basement and a shed out back. But this room is my workspace. I do want to start putting some bigger items, because I've heard, why don't you do Craigslist? Why don't you do OfferUp? Why don't you do Letgo, right? Why not? Look for bikes. Look for bigger things that'll make you some more money. Artwork, maybe. I don't know. Mostly because I don't know about those things, but also I never had this much space before, so I always forget. But I'm going to try to keep an eye out for bigger things, maybe bicycles and kayaks, I don't know, anything I can find that's cheap at a garage sale. And I'm going to start putting that stuff either in my basement or in the shed because I have a big padlock on there, and there's a lock to the basement and all that stuff as well. But I'm going to start storing stuff and possibly doing some local game. I'm not sure. I would like to just get cash, of course, and I just know the local game is a tough game, guys. You get a lot of people texting you all day long, calling you all hours of the night, not showing up, blowing you off, all this crap. So that's why I'm not a big fan of the local game, but there's a lot of money to be made there. And you gotta price things a lot cheaper than you would online, but who knows? Have I ever heard of Boogie Woogie brand? I have a Hawaiian shirt made by them, designed in Italy. I have not heard of that brand. There were a lot of Hawaiian shirts, all different brands at my thrift store the other day. All made in USA. There might have been one made in Italy, but it was odd. My phone was dead, guys. Here's another thing to watch out for. My phone was freaking dead at the thrift store. I had some sealed toys in my car, all these things, but they were priced a little high. There was a sealed alarm system for $12.95, a sealed toy for $7.95, and I was like, what if these are worth nothing? I would have just wasted 20 whatever dollars. And so $21 I think it would have been. So 23, 22, I don't know, who cares. So I left them. I picked up clothes that I knew would sell, because clothes you could kind of always remember. It was a sealed Mulan Barbie. I should probably look it up, but I don't want to torture myself. It was $8. Who knows? Could have been going for 30. Could have been going for 8. So I just left it. Don't let your phone die at the thrift store. So it died right before I walked in, actually. So that was a shame. I want to send more things in. It's just becoming a pain, says Debbie. Yeah, it is becoming a pain trying to find those things, but once you find a couple good things, totally worth it. New to UCT, Carol Lynch, there's no need to hide. Thrift stores are full of resellers, and I even let them know what I do so they can keep their eye out for stuff for me. Now, I don't personally go out of my way to let them know, only because some people get all righteous and high and mighty, and they start pricing things higher. Like, oh, you come in and you buy this for $5, I'm going to price it for $10. Well, now I'm not going to buy it anymore, and now no one else is going to buy it. But I've seen that happen at thrift stores before. The thrift store I go to, if anything's priced above, I think $8, no, I think it's 10. If anything's priced above 10, they have a little security tag on it. You bring it up, they take off the tag, and they write down the brand, which is insane. It's kind of smart, because then they know what people are willing to pay $10 for, what brands they're willing to pay $10 for. Now, they run 50% off sales and 75% off sales, so if it's $10 and 50% off, they'll take off the tag, write down the brand, and then write 50% off, so then they adjust their prices accordingly. That's kind of smart. I mean, that's extremely smart, but it definitely hurts sometimes when I see a really good brand there and I'm like, well, I'm not going to wait for 50% off, but it's $10. I know it's going to go for 30 or 40, so I just buy it, right? It's kind of a shame. Greener Pasture says, I carry a power bank with me. Best thing I've ever done. Oh, yeah. I used to carry a power bank with me. I don't do it so much anymore. I don't know where I put it, and it's never charged, so I do need to get it charged and carry it around with me, because it is the best thing ever for true. I had a Goodwill employee hand me a new Xbox 360 game because she knew I sell them. That is awesome, new to UCT. I've never had that kind of experience, sadly, in my thrift stores. Maybe if I was more vocal about it, I would, but maybe it wouldn't happen. Who knows? How do you find church sales? They'd be listed just like a garage sale or a yard sale or a tag sale, whatever you call them. They would be listed in, Craigslist. I use Yard Sale Treasure Map. It's an app, and it pinpoints them all. So I'm going to be using that this weekend when I go out, hit up some sales. And it's going to be, finally, I'll be able to hit up some sales. It's going to be warm, I think, today and tomorrow, or tomorrow and the next day are going to be 90 degrees, which is insane because it was just 30 and 40 the other day. And last weekend, it was raining all weekend, pouring rain and cold. So if it's going to be this hot this weekend, then I'm going to be hitting up so many sales, bringing you guys with me. I'm going to charge up my spy glasses that I haven't used in so long, and I'm going to be hitting up these sales, spy glasses on. You guys are going to see firsthand experience. I'm going to bring my good camera, which I don't even know where it is. Here it is, right here. Better quality, of course. Bam, bam, flip up the screen, talk to you guys. It's going to be fun, definitely. And I'm just really hoping it doesn't rain or anything this weekend in Connecticut. I'm going to be hitting up as many sales as I can, Friday, Saturday. I normally don't do Sunday, but you never know. You never know. Yeah, so that is about it, guys. Basically, don't run out of stock. Remember, I mean, we got 51 people in the house right now. Who knows how many likes we have, but if you want to give it a thumbs up right now, definitely helps the channel. Really does. It helps it get into more people's feeds and more people's eyes and all that cool stuff that I like. If you have any more questions, I will allot another 5 minutes, make this an even 30 minutes, right? Why not? And we can make this a little more enjoyable to round it out. So I'm down to answer any question. We're just waiting for them to come in. There is about a 10-second delay when I talk to when everybody hears it. So any questions you got, guys? We got under 5 minutes to go. So I'm still waiting on the guy to let me know if he's willing to take 2 hot sauces and 2 fire sauces. Still no message back. It's 10 a.m. I got to get everything else shipped out, going to the gym, doing all this good stuff that I got to definitely get done, of course, you know. Daily stuff to get done. I don't think I'm going to be going thrifting today. There's really no point. I have a lot of inventory back here that really needs to get listed. I do have a Tommy Bahama that I tested my steamer. I bought a steamer and I was doing some sort of review on this steamer. It's actually not that good, but it was the cheapest one I could find on Amazon. It's wired. I was looking for wireless. I don't know. I might return it. It takes a long time for it to really actually straighten things out, but who knows what I end up doing. I don't use a steamer very often. What is the most pensive? Like, what's the most expensive thing? I have no idea what your question even is, to be honest. So I'm just going to keep rambling for a few more minutes. Yeah, so I do have that steamer. It is nice to definitely straighten out these clothes, because once they're sitting piled like this, as you guys can kind of see back in here, they get wrinkled very fast. They get lines in them. They get creases in them, and then they look like crap, right? And they really do. Most expensive shipment on eBay you've had to send. On eBay, I've sent a triple pack of HP ink toner for, I believe it was $800. It's either somewhere between $600 and $800. I always forget. I think it was $800. And that was the most expensive one I had to send. Went over flawlessly, so that was good. I've sent a bunch of $300 items and a bunch of $100 items, but never anything in that $1,000 range. I'm really hoping to find something in that $1,000 range. It's very hard to find stuff like that. Question, is that a Cleveland steamer? It is not. It's actually a UR Power. Just a cheap knockoff type brand that I found. I think it's an Amazon brand. It's not an Amazon brand. It's somebody's private label product, because it came in a private label style box. Just very basic. Just reminded you that you need one. All right, Debbie D, definitely. Yeah, go get one. I know that, what's it called, has them. I believe it's Walmart has the Shark steamer on sale for $17, which is a much better sale than, or a much better price than where I got this. I got this on Amazon for $22. So definitely keep an eye out for that if you can. Keep trying to get higher end items. Yeah, I always try, drummer. Always try, but lots of days you're not going to find them. So you got to settle with the $15 shirts and stuff just to round out your sales a little bit. Keep the money coming in. New to you, CT says, it was the Manchester store. Steve and I have a good relationship with them. Yeah, supposedly when I went there with Steve, he was saying that it's the highest earning Goodwill in the state, which is pretty crazy, the Manchester store. I don't live too close to there, so I don't go to the Manchester store too very often. I stay kind of in my little region. I hit up Waterbury, Danbury, Torrington, Avon, New Milford, Monroe, Oxford. I hit up a bunch that are kind of in my area. I'm closer to the left side of Connecticut. You guys are closer to the right side of Connecticut, so that's how that works. Yeah, drummer, definitely. Always definitely trying to find that higher end stuff. I've not found ink toner again. Well, ink toner worth that much again since that was over a year ago. I haven't found a sealed Sony CD player again. I only found that once. So these things happen, but they're so rare. And I go out so often. But there's a lot of times where I used to go out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? I'd have a better chance of finding that stuff. Nowadays, I go out twice a week, maybe 3 times a week. I'm not going to find as much. Somebody else is finding this stuff. So it's really about consistency. Greener Pastures 1000 says, unfortunately, I'm seeing so many people undercutting each other, wondering where the bottom is. Yeah, I know. I know, Greener Pastures. There is a lot of undercutting going on. I undercut also. Everybody undercuts because you got to get your thing to sell, but you never know where that bottom is. It could be $5, it could be $10, it could be $20, it could be $100. Who knows? But sometimes you just got to be careful with what you buy. David D says, okay, off to the post office, to the thrift. Happy sales, everyone. And we are at that 30-minute mark, so I am also off to the post office. I am off. We're going on a nice drive. I might film some stuff today. Who knows? It would kind of just be a vlog type thing. I don't know if I want to put that kind of stuff on my channel. I don't know. I'd like there to be some sort of information going on. So I don't think I'm going to only post vlogs. I would do kind of reselling with a little bit of a vlog life styled in, kind of like Bonafide Hustler, what he does. And there's a few other people that do that. So who knows? I've done that before in the past. I actually get good response on it, surprisingly. So people just like me. I'm just playing, guys. I'm just playing. I'm not that into myself. But I'm heading out. Give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any more questions after this video is ended for all you replay viewers. And subscribe if you haven't already for more informational content regarding reselling and making money. That's what we're all here for, guys. Just to make some money. Until next time, guys. Thrift School signing out. See ya.